Hey Pooks, I'm not gonna look at the camera one time this entire video. Just know that. Because the camera's down here and my iPad's upside down, so I'm just gonna look at myself. Clearly I'm at Planet Fitness doing cardio. Um, you're on camera. Clearly I'm at Planet doing cardio. Um, it is Tuesday, so we are 2 days post show, 3 days post show. I competed Saturday. And here's a little recap. So I should like sit my phone up so I have notes. But also I'm just gonna go off the dome. So came in third. Not what anyone comes for, but I think I got what I needed to get. Um, you're not gonna win everything, and it's important you experience. It's not a loss at all. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Love the way I look. My suit, my hair, my makeup, my shape, my size, everything improved from last year. Literally like completely different me. Even, this is a later thing, just completely different me. Everyone was like shocked at how good I looked, and I loved every single aspect of the way I looked. I just so happened to be up against some girls who were smaller than me, but leaner. And it depends who you're next to. It depends on that. They can only go by the criteria, but so much. But I stood out. That's the best way to put it. The girl that won my class, smaller, but leaner. And the girl that came in second, same thing. Smaller, leaner. I just so happened to be bigger, fuller, a little more bubbly, and they went the other way. And it's okay. Like I said, I think I got what I needed to keep my feet on the ground. I needed to be leaner. So I got feedback. Steve, I do NPC Northeast shows, whatever. Steve is our head judge. And thankfully I have him at my mercy at Bev's, that I can just walk up to him and get feedback. So I went to him on Sunday and got feedback, and he even was like, your look was amazing. Like, look was spot on, everything was good, shape, size. He was like, you look phenomenal. He was like, you just need to be leaner. That's all he said. He was like, you need to be leaner, you need to be crispier. And I was like, okay, cool. And I go and I brought up nationals. I was like, okay, like, so is nationals doable, basically? Like, should I shut it down, or should I like keep going? And he was like, no, definitely nationals is on the table. Keep that in your card. He was like, you'll do very well there. It's just because he was like, you'll do very well there. You just need to grind these next 3 weeks and get leaner. And I was like, cool, doable. And to hear him say like, you're spot on, not spot on, but like you're there, just leaner, you're fine. Like, you know you're okay. And it's sort of like validating. I need a sippy, hold on. People at this point are probably like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? But yeah, having him say that, I was like, yeah, we're good. Coach said same thing. I just need to be crispier. And not saying this wasn't the main show goal, but Texas has always been the end goal. But I did want to still perform well at this show, which I did. A third is not a loss. It's just coming off last year, winning an overall, blah, blah, blah. It's like you expect to do the same thing, but I look different, and that's good. I needed to look different. And who's to say if I would have looked the same as last year, if I would have won, who's to say? You can't ever judge that. And it's also, I can't discredit the girl that won the class. So I did have her shaking in her boots though, because her coach was like literally talking about me. Side note. So yeah, but just show day wise I felt so present, and that's the best I've ever felt a show day. So that was good too. It was just complete improvement overall, mentally, physically, all that jazz. Pop back on Instagram for a little bit. If you go to my highlights, I posted everything, but I'm back off the app again. I got one too many like, well, why didn't I know? Why didn't you tell anybody? Why didn't I know? Blah, blah, blah. That's why. I got too many like entitled sort of feedback, like people being like, "Oh, why didn't you tell anyone? I would have came." Like da 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 da. That's why I wanted the people I'm closest with there, and that's it. And I got that, and I think that's also why too I am in a way better mental spot, because like when influencers make this whole big like prep series and blah blah blah, and it gives you like a whole lot of expectations and stuff, and like how you should perform, and then when they don't do as well, then they have to like make some like follow-up explanation and this, that, and the third, and you owe everybody everything. I don't owe anybody shit. Literally, it's like, why didn't you tell me? Because fuck you, that's why. It's like I only owed, not even owed anybody anything, but I was there with my close friends. And the people who knew for a reason. And that was it. That's all who I wanted to know. And yeah, way better spot mentally. Everything. And then now we're just back to work. Food's down a bit. Which also, me and my friend were talking. My friend's a pro. So she like gets it more. And when I was having doubt, around 12 weeks out, 11 weeks out, and wanting my food to come down, and it didn't for like 4 weeks. And she was like, you're honestly like way, not braver, but she was like, you were eating your meals and trusting your coach, knowing that it shouldn't have been that high. And I was like, yeah. I was like, imagine sitting there eating a meal knowing you shouldn't be. Or at least it shouldn't be that big. And she was like, yeah, and like, imagine if your food would have came down then, you would have been readier. And I was like, yeah. But I'm not going to throw blame. I'm not going to be upset at my coach or like myself or anything like that, because you put your trust in your coach. And like I said, I got what I needed. So, yeah. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Food's down now. I'll just start from there. Food's down. We're doing some more like sodium manipulation, or at least like keeping it more tracked right now. I track it, don't get me wrong, but we're being a little bit more meticulous. The food is down just a smidge bit, which I think needed to happen. I need to just be like a little more depleted and crispy. So yeah. Yeah. I think that's like all the recap I got. Back to training, back to cardio, all that. And yeah, we continue the work. Maybe I'll record on Saturday. But I'm going to show some pickies. You're on camera. Let me pull it up with my phone. And I weighed myself today. I took check-ins today. And my weight is lower than it was going into peak week at the beginning of this week. So we're already on the right track. Where are pictures? Can I I need an editor. I need to learn how to edit. But that's what I look like. It's on my Instagram. At ashleyjjlifts, if you want to see it like more clear. But I look amazing, and I can't be mad. It's me in motion. It looks good. Glutes are full, shoulders are full, and I just felt so good. The show was run so poorly, though, I will say. We started prejudging an hour late, so 1. I wasn't off stage until 5 p.m. And then finals, should start at 5, started at 6. I wasn't off stage till 10:30. I got in bed at 3. Post-show eats, I'll say, because I got to eat a little bit. I'm also not, like, crazy about food, because also I knew, like, the work, whatever, blah, blah, but I'm not crazy about food. I went to the diner, and I get what I get every time. Greek salad, no cheese. I pack my own sugar-free dressing. Add chicken, and then sweet potato fries. Plate of pickles, because she knows. I'm like, can I get a plate of pickles? 2 Diet Cokes. And, yeah. And then I had a Ninja Creamy, Dubai style. It was so good. If you're on TikTok, my friend, Miss Eating My Veggies and Protein, Chris, posted a whole TikTok with it. But we did like a chocolate pistachio base, and then we spun in the Dubai muffin. We like cut it in half. so good. Perfect end to the night, and I didn't feel like shit. And I felt fine. And then, yeah, back to plan Sunday. I was, like, back on my, like, normal food. So, yeah. Did get to have, like, my sugar-free syrups and stuff again, like, back in this week. So, that's good. But, yeah, I think that's all the updates for now. If anything, like I said, I'll record Saturday. Or maybe, no, Saturday, because I work Friday. So it's like, now it's, like, weird because I'm competing on a Friday, so it's, like, it's a little just off, whatever, but we're fine. But, yeah. Glad to update you guys. Glad to take you along for this first leg of prep. And now I finished the second leg stronger.